This is my buggy. I don't think I could do anything without it. It's a little Honda, and I've been out here almost 2 years. There's only been one time it didn't start, and it would have been like 0 for a couple of days, and it wouldn't start for me. But the very next day it warmed up a little bit, and off we went. So I didn't use it for the first couple of months because I didn't know how to drive it, and I got my son to help me to know how to make it run and how to use it without killing myself. But I use it for everything. In fact, I have my little milk crates on the back to carry my stuff, and extra buckets of feed and whatsoever, and hay. And these are my girls. There's Hope, is the tricolored, and the one that just ran her off is Melly. She's kind of mean. Black and white's name is Charity, and then the dark one walking around right there, that's Faith. Her little one Toast and Beauty, those are hers. And then there's Anita, the tan colored one, and Katie, and that white one's hers. And the big tan doe is Anita's. We had 4 sets of twins and one single. We lost one twin. 5 of my girls had kids around January, and we just a few days ago went through and did microchips and CDT and pneumonia boosters and put another tag in their ears, and we separated the boys out. We had 4 bucks and 4 does, and we just separated them, and the girls are hanging out with their mamas, and the boys are hanging out over there with their daddy, Buddy. And we'll go see them here in just a minute. Well, here's Buddy and the boys. Buddy's blowing his coat. And the boys, the white one is Marshmallow, the black one with the white star on its head, of Star. The black one with the multicolored ears, Bandit, and the other one's name is Diamond. And they all ended up being the 3, other than Star, they all weighed about 51 pounds at 90 days, but Star weighed a whopping 75 pounds at 90 days. He weighed 40 at about 60 days. So he's going to be a big boy like his daddy. They like this stuff that I've got in the feeder. It's called beet pulp. It's a pellet, and you soak it, and they really do like it. I added it because you can see there's no grass. This year there has not been very much rain. We got a 1/4 inch maybe last week, but there's no grass. This time last year I had weeds up to my knees. They've got plenty of hay and pellets and water, so they'll be fine. Of course, most of that hay bale back there is going to be probably toast. I saw them the other day. Even Buddy was jumping up on top of it. They were all playing King of the Mountain. But they are eating some of it till we can get some grass. They won't be in this all the time. As soon as we start seeing some grass, I use the Premier fence and put them out little pastures to clean up the weeds, and just move them from place to place as they clean up the weeds in that area. So we've got lots of weeds usually, and we have cactus and mesquite, so they usually have plenty to eat. But this year is just not any rain, so but there's supposed to be maybe some rain this next week in the forecast. So say a prayer for us. Okay, I don't know how well this will work. It's the first time of me setting it on the 4-wheeler, but I am going to go into the gauntlet. This is an ordeal trying to feed these girls, because everybody wants to eat right now. Anybody gets in the way, they start butting each other. So anyway, we're going to try this. We'll see how it looks, and we'll just see. I should put the camera on more often. They didn't gang up on me today. So I'm fixing to put some beet pulp out for the girls as well. And they still have partial bale of hay. They really do like that beet pulp. I was having issues of trying to get these nannies beefed up enough because the babies were drawing them down so much, especially this little black and white one, Charity. She was drawn down so much, and I was watching a YouTube video, of course, and they were telling about the beet pulp. And these girls like it almost as much as they like their pellets. This is Charity, and this is Beauty, and this is Toast, and her mama Faith. And then we have, let's see, we have Cloud, and that's her mama, the white one, is Katie. She's kind of mean. And then there's Anita. It's Anita and her whopping girl, weighing in at 75 pounds at 90 days. She's an eater too, man. I watch her sometimes. She lays down to eat. I think she's a little lazy and probably a little overweight. But everybody's doing their thing and behaving themselves. And surprisingly today, usually Melly, she's the brown and white the brown and tan skinnier one, and she's usually mean to everybody. But the other day I stood in here and took the bucket to her for chasing off one of my other does, which brings me to the question of where my other doe is. Here she comes. She's over there eating alfalfa. She was in with Buddy the other day because she lost her baby about halfway through, and so I put her over there with him, and the other ones don't want to let her eat, so I had to stand at the pan the other day to keep them from butting her off the pan. So maybe things have settled down a little bit. Go ahead and eat. Nobody's there. No. No. So we have to do a little guard duty. Everybody's behaving themselves today for the camera. So this is where I stand while she eats to keep the others from butting her off her feed. It's calm in the yard today. I'm getting ready to move them out of this. I moved them between these two seed containers. The plan is to put a roof over it and make it sort of a shelter. I have these other shelters here that I move out into the brush with them, with the Premier fence, and they work real well. I have to stake them down because of the wind out here, but I brought them here for sort of a windbreak this winter, and that way they could have their babies and have some shelter. And we were able to put some lights in these and keep them a little warmer. Next year, we're not breeding so early. Having babies at the end of January is just crazy. And I'm going, I was only doing what other people told me. And then I looked on my girls' birth date, Charity and Faith and Hope's, and they were born in April. I'm going, what's the deal? I didn't have to have babies in the middle of the winter. So this next year, we're breeding a little later, so I don't have to be out here in the freezing cold waiting on babies. But I was really fortunate. I didn't have to assist with any of these. I only lost one, and Anita wouldn't take care of it, and I should have gotten to it sooner. I just thought, well, maybe she'll be all right with it, but that didn't happen. So next time we know, if any of them reject, then let's find, if we can't get them to nurse the first day, then we'll just take them in and do bottles. I hear that's not real easy to do, but we'll do it if necessary. Well, this is the close of another day, April the 28th, I think, and it's been a good day. It really has. It's beautiful out here, even with neighbors across the way. It's a gorgeous field. And I apologize for the mess. Like most farms, you got about 1,000 different projects, and trash ends up, if a cow can mess something up, they will do it. So we have cows running out here. So some days it's a little messy, but we'll try and pick it up for you. If it was all neat and tidy, it wouldn't be real. And this is about as real as it gets. Hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed putting it together. Good night.